On this day in history, December 23rd. In 962, a significant military campaign unfolded during the Arab-Byzantine Wars. Under the leadership of the future Emperor Nicephorus Phocas, Byzantine troops launched a fierce assault on the city of Aleppo. This sack of Aleppo was a notable moment in the ongoing conflicts between the Byzantine Empire and Arab forces. In 1598, a pivotal battle occurred in the Arauco War in Chile. Governor Martín García Óñez de Loyola met his demise during the Battle of Curalaba, killed by Mapuche warriors led by Pelantaru. This event marked a significant moment in the resistance of indigenous people against Spanish colonial expansion. In 1783, a momentous political transition took place in the newly formed United States. George Washington officially resigned as Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army at the Maryland State House in Annapolis. This act demonstrated Washington's commitment to civilian leadership and set a powerful precedent for the young republic. In 1793, a decisive battle occurred during the French Revolution's war in the Vendée. The Battle of Savigny resulted in a crushing defeat of the Royalist counter-revolutionaries. This engagement was a critical moment in the French revolutionary government's efforts to suppress internal opposition. In 1905, a significant meeting in the history of communist leadership took place in Tampere, Finland. Vladimir Lenin and Joseph Stalin met for the first time during this conference. This encounter would prove to be an important moment in the development of communist revolutionary leadership. In 1913, a transformative moment in American financial history occurred. President Woodrow Wilson signed the Federal Reserve Act into law, establishing the Federal Reserve System. This legislation would fundamentally reshape the United States monetary and banking infrastructure. In 1914, a tragic friendly fire incident unfolded during World War I's Battle of Sarikamish. Ottoman forces mistakenly identified their own troops as Russian soldiers, resulting in a devastating friendly fire incident. The aftermath left 2,000 Ottomans dead and many more wounded, highlighting the chaos and confusion of battlefield communications. In 1916, Allied forces achieved a significant victory during World War I. During the Battle of Magdaba, Allied troops defeated Turkish forces in the Sinai Peninsula. This battle was part of the broader strategic efforts to control critical territories in the Middle East. In 1919, a landmark piece of legislation was enacted in the United Kingdom. The Sex Disqualification Removal Act 1919 became law, marking a significant step towards gender equality. This act aimed to remove barriers preventing women from participating in various professional and public roles. In 1941, a critical moment in the Pacific theater of World War II occurred. After 15 days of fierce fighting, the Imperial Japanese Army successfully occupied Wake Island. This conquest was part of Japan's expansive military campaign in the early stages of the war. In 1947, a groundbreaking technological innovation was first demonstrated at Bell Laboratories. The transistor, which would revolutionize electronics and computing, was publicly showcased for the first time. This moment would prove to be a pivotal point in the development of modern technology. In 1948, a significant post-war judicial action took place in Tokyo, Japan. 7 Japanese military and political leaders were executed by Allied occupation authorities at Sugamo Prison. These executions were a result of war crimes convictions by the International Military Tribunal for the Far East. In 1950, a crucial leadership change occurred in the United States military. General Walton Walker died in a Jeep accident and was replaced by General Matthew Ridgway in the 8th United States Army. This transition would have significant implications for military operations during the Korean War. In 1954, a milestone in medical science was achieved. The first successful kidney transplant was performed by surgeons J. Hartwell Harrison and Joseph Murray. This groundbreaking procedure would pave the way for future advances in organ transplantation. In 1960, a tragic murder occurred in Finland. Hilkka Saarinen, née Pailkinen, was killed in what became known as the oven homicide case in Krutula, Kokomaki. This crime would become a notable criminal case in Finnish history. In 1968, a diplomatic resolution brought relief to American sailors. The 82 crew members of the USS Pueblo were released after 11 months of internment in North Korea. This event marked the end of a tense diplomatic standoff between the United States and North Korea. In 1970, an architectural milestone was reached in New York City. The North Tower of the World Trade Center was topped out at 417 meters, 1,368 feet, becoming the tallest building in the world at the time. This achievement symbolized the ongoing ambition of urban architectural development. In 1979, a critical moment in the Soviet-Afghan War unfolded. Soviet Union forces occupied Kabul, the capital of Afghanistan. This invasion would mark the beginning of a long and costly conflict for the Soviet Union. In 1986, an extraordinary feat of aviation was completed. Voyager, piloted by Dick Rutan and Gina Yeager, landed at Edwards Air Force Base in California after completing the first non-stop flight around the world without aerial or ground refueling. This achievement pushed the boundaries of aviation technology and human endurance. In 1990, a significant step towards national independence occurred in Slovenia. In a referendum, an overwhelming 88.5% of Slovenia's electorate voted for independence from Yugoslavia. This vote would be a crucial moment in the dissolution of Yugoslavia and the emergence of new European states. In 2002, a historic moment in aerial warfare took place. A U.S. MQ-1 Predator drone was shot down by an Iraqi MiG-25 in the first combat engagement between a drone and a conventional aircraft. This incident marked a new chapter in military aviation and technological warfare. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel for more awesome content. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update, and I'll see you in the next video.